Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. This is going to be a quick one. I'm just going to show you um, what I did today, an actual setup, an actual trade that I took today on Nasdaq on a 5-minute time frame. This week has been already quite slow for me, but I was able to make $641 in just one trade, and this trade took me around 1 hour from the moment I enter. 1 hour and 50 minutes. I make $640 in just 1 hour and 50 minutes, right? This is something you don't make from working 9 to 7, right? That's the actual truth right there. So, anyways, I want to show you and break it down, show you that I did actually send this to my team this morning at around 8:53 a.m. I told them, guys, what's going on? I'm taking a sale. I did send a screenshot. Okay. This could be my only entry of the day. I was actually a little busy. Once I took the trade, I actually had to leave my house. I was not in my house. I was in a doctor's appointment with my dad. So uh, I was, anyways, holding my position and just monitoring from directly from my phone. So, anyways, I sent them the entry, and then let me just show you the breakdown. Okay, let me just show you the breakdown. Those, if you're interested, if you're watching until this point, just make sure to watch my Telegram group. There, I do have a free Telegram group right there. If you want to follow, I do post important information in there, trying to help the community. Make sure to follow me on YouTube. Make sure to watch the videos. Whatever strategy you're trying to follow, I have plenty of strategies for you right here for free. So make sure to go on my YouTube channel and go on the playlists, and you're gonna find a bunch of playlists based on ICT, smart money concepts, and just normal strategies. If you just like to trade with using indicators, support, resistance, all of it. Okay, so you can actually make money with any strategy. Any strategy will do. All right. So, anyways, let's break it down right quick here. This week has been quite slow. We had a holiday on Monday. I did not trade on Monday. I was actually holding an entry that I took on Sunday. It's kind of weird. I normally don't trade on Sundays, but on gold, from time to time, I do take the risk. And this entry was as soon as the session opened on Sunday in my time. I took the trade, and this was the actual entry. If you want to see the result, just go on my Instagram. I do post also that on my Instagram. So, and then Monday, that was it. This entry was on Sunday. Monday, I did not trade. On May 27th, I did not trade. I was holding the position until Monday. So this trade hit my TP on Monday. So this was like my actual quote unquote trade on Monday, but I was holding it since Sunday. So, anyways, on the 28th, I took, as you can see right here, just one position, one entry as well. And then I had two losses yesterday and today, just taking this one trade. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and break it down. This week has been quite of insane because Nvidia, I don't know if you know this stock. Hold on. If you know this stock right here, it went crazy this week. And thanks to this, I would say thanks to Nvidia, indices like Nasdaq and S&P, they did not crash earlier because of Nvidia. It was crazy how, like, look, like the market cap on this company right now, it's insane. It's crazy. So it's very influential. Okay, every little move right now that Nvidia does, it's going to affect very hard indices, especially Nasdaq and S&P. So um, I'm going to show you here from the weekly time frame. I was actually a little concerned because Nasdaq was giving me a strong. This is the past week. This is last week. Okay, this is current week. This is last week. Right here, S&P. This is the current week. This is last week. Look at the difference from last week on S&P and last week on Nasdaq. Look how strongly bullish Nasdaq was, and how S&P was. S&P is actually telling me that we're probably shifting back down and expecting this low to be taken. And guess what it did? It did actually sweep that. But this candle on Nasdaq is telling me the opposite. This candle is telling me that the next candle will most likely go to the high and respect this low. So instead, price did ended up dropping. So, anyways, I one of these trades I took on S&P. 500. I think it was this one. Anyways, this one right here, I was very pissed off. I could have made probably like $2,000 on this drop right there. Anyways, it's fine. I did ended up taking this nice drop. I secured profits, but then price came back up and got me on break even. It got me on break even twice. And then after it got me on break even, it did ended up crashing. I don't know if you saw it, but it did ended up crashing during Asian session. It was pretty freaking weird. But this was all thanks to Nvidia. Like this drop, look at this. This was all this day was Nvidia right here. So it did have a big push. This is when it got me out on break even for the second time, and then that was it. And this is where I wanted to target, right? But then I did not enter again. And then look at entire Asian session, London session. It just went straight down. The Nasdaq pushed up a little bit, just consolidated here, and they ended up dropping. So this was one of the losses that I actually had yesterday. I actually had two losses on Nasdaq, and I was checking on S&P, but I did not enter on S&P. But my two losses were on Nasdaq, and I called it a day. So I was very pissed off with that move, thanks to Nvidia, and then after that, I was spotting something different. I saw this opportunity coming in on Nasdaq, right? And I'm gonna bring it right here, and I'm gonna focus on Nasdaq right now. So right here, this is what I was seeing pretty much this morning. We had a recent displacement to the downside. We did break in a structure, right? We had a nice displacement, and now I'm expecting price to pull back. So I'm using my fib from the high to the low, expecting price to go into premium to then continue selling. My idea right here, since noticing how the daily candle closed, how this candle closed, okay, this is today's candle, but this candle, how it closed, displacing below this low, I'm expecting price to probably continue going to the downside. So my bias is bearish. So I anticipated this since last night. I told my team that I want to see the price pulling back probably somewhere in this area, and then from here we could be looking for sales. Okay. So you see, I marked up that 4-hour fair value gap. I liked it. That fair value gap is in the premium, most of it, right? Then when we go on the 1 hour, keep scaling in. As we're scaling in, we see that this two candles to the upside right here before the drop, the opening price, that's my order block right there. So I am marking that line right here, this red line, that's my order block. I really like that order block is actually in coincidence with this 1 hour fair value gap as well. So I like that. That's a nice PDR rate. So I'm already expecting that type of move. I want to see the price tap, go. That's what I'm looking for right there. So keep going in lower time frame right here. So now New York session opens. We're kind of right here. So I start checking on the 5-minute time frame. I already know what I'm going to be doing. Okay, I don't want to look for buys, although price is nicely pushing, respecting this little fair value gap right here. I don't care. I'm not looking for buys. I don't want to buy. All I want to do is wait for my sell setup. So what happens right here, boom, 8:30. We had news today at 8:30. So that was caused by news. That big push, that was news. From here, I am monitoring and I'm thinking, okay, well, if I want to sell, I think I will have to wait for the price to break this opening price. After this break to the upside, I have to wait for the price to close below. This is the change in the state of delivery, aka order block. This is the same. Okay, so I'm waiting for this low to be taken for a candle to close below if I want to sell. Look at what happens. Price tries to pull back, and then all of a sudden, boom, it actually pushes up and creates another high. So it sweeps one more time that liquidity. We are tapping into the 50% mean threshold of this 4-hour. We're tapping into the 1 hour order block, right? We just swept one more high. So what's going to happen with this order block right here? Well, that 5-minute order block is transferred to this now, right? Because we just had one more sweep, okay? So as we're having one more sweep, now my change in the state of delivery or order block is actually right here. Is this opening price, right? Look at what happens. That's where I'm actually entering. I'm taking a quick entry today because I was busy. I actually had to leave to a doctor's appointment. So I did send the picture just right there to my team and said, guys, I'm hopping in, taking the shot on this entry. So I did get in. I actually did ended up taking another position somewhere here on the 15-minute time frame. But this one was the main one right there. So if you look, what happened after that? Well, price did ended up sort of displacing a little bit to the downside, right? But look at how many candles, right? The price is already moving to the downside. So if you use the fib from the high to the low, you wait for price to be in premium. Look what it formed right here. If you don't know what a unicorn is, a unicorn is a breaker block. It's a combination between, hold on, it's a combination between a breaker block and a fair value gap. Okay, so we do have those two right here happening. Okay, so I was in already. I was actually in the trade already. But if you wanted, you could have easily just placed a sell limit order right here, stop loss above this high, and that's it. You see, but I placed my actual stop loss. I placed it right there above. I should have placed it right here. Okay, that was fine. I gave it a little bit more room. This entry, of course, would have given me a 1 to 7 risk to reward, but it's fine. Okay, sometimes I just don't want to be greedy. I wanted to make sure probably I'm giving a little room right there in case the price decides to come back up. So it was a decision that I had to make, and because I was not going to be watching much the charts because I was going to be driving, I was going to the doctor's appointment with my dad. I was a little concerned. So, anyways, I put in my stop loss. It's fine. 1 to 4 risk to reward on this one. What's all right? So, um, anyways, what happened after that? The price did look at that nice touch. The price just barely tapped into the unicorn, and from there, boom, displacement to the downside. Already, that 5 minute candle was already going halfway down my target. From that moment, I knew this thing was not going to come back up. Although it could have, but I was strongly bearish right there. So I was making a second position right here on a 15-minute, right? This order block on a 15-minute. I decided to take this entry as well. So I had two positions. Anyways, the price created on the drop, created another fair value gap, which was respected right there. Nice. And then once it displays back down right here, it also left another little fair value gap on the 5 minute, which was also respected. And from there, boom, drop. The rest is history. So this was a very, very nice, simple setup and trade today. Very simple. This is one of the easiest, okay, formations and type of setup that you can take using the ICT technique. Okay, it's not easy. If you're a beginner, this is probably not easy. But believe me, like once you practice this, the more you practice, the more you back test, the more you study this thing, it becomes easier. Okay, I promise. But you have to put on your hard work. Okay, it's just not just practicing 15 minutes a day. No, it's not going to work that way. So I hope it makes sense. If you're watching until this moment, thank you so much for being here. I want to appreciate you guys, your time, and yeah, just make sure to follow me on my Instagram. I will leave the link in the description below and in the comment section because I am going to be giving a giveaway of a lifetime access to my mentorship group, okay, to my VIP group right here, which is this one, okay, with my students. I'm going to be giving away one entry, okay, lifetime. This is currently a monthly thing, okay. I switched to monthly. I don't know if I'm going to be coming back again to just normal price, but at the moment it's actually monthly. So if you really want to learn, if you're not just looking for signals, okay, I don't recommend you getting signals. Just try to get knowledge, okay? So if you like how I teach based on the videos that I post on my YouTube channel, just make sure to check it out. And if you want to participate, just make sure to follow me. And soon I am going to be doing a giveaway on my Instagram, okay? So just make sure to follow me there. That's where I do my giveaways. So make sure to check it out. And drop a like once you're there. Drop a like in some of the posts that I have in there, and let me know. Just show some love, and I would really appreciate it. That's how you literally you can help you just by showing some love. So anyways, thanks again guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.